Hey everyone. I'm sorry I didn't do a video yesterday, but it's in kind of a bad place, and I'm in a little better place today, and I'd like to explain. Um, it wasn't the greatest week. I started the week off on Monday or Sunday, I can't remember. Anyway, I had a UC flare, which, as you know, I haven't had since June, so that was kind of upsetting. And I haven't been doing anything that would cause one, but that's UC is like that. It attacks you for no reason, and you can't predict it. Um, so that happens, and I had an accident, which makes you feel disgusting and vulnerable. And I just started doing my I'm going to dress up every day thing, and then I had an accident. Now, luckily, I had an accident when I was at home in my robe walking around the house, so it's not like I screwed up anything. I didn't have any embarrassing situation in public. I was home, just didn't quite make it to the bathroom in time. Still humiliating, but no one else has to know, except the internet now, because I'm telling you that I shit my pants. Um, yeah, and imagine it's disgusting, and you feel bad and you feel incompetent, and so there's a big psychological effect to that. And I was diagnosed with this disease 15 years ago, and I've had it all my life. I went undiagnosed for a long period, and you don't get over it. Actually, when I have an accident, I go, oh well, I know how to deal with this. But then, days later, you beat yourself up about it. And so, the week went on, and then a friend of Bob's, a colleague of Bob's actually, who lives in Austria, American, who lives in Austria with his Dutch wife, is contemplating a move to the Netherlands. So he came to visit us to scope out the Netherlands. And he came on Saturday. We went to pick him up at the train station, and just kind of hung around, and basically went to a cafe, had a few beers, and had dinner. And that's all we did. And then, the next day we drove around in the car to show him the sights and things. So it's not like we went on a 50-mile bike ride, and we didn't go on a 4-hour hike or anything like that. We walked to the town, which is, a quarter of a mile, half a kilometer, if that, and walked back and sat in town at a cafe and had dinner. And Sunday, yesterday, I was completely and utterly exhausted, as if I hadn't slept for 3 days and I hadn't eaten. Like somebody pulled the plug on my energy supply. Just knocked down. Just really, it was difficult to sit up straight. I wanted to just lay on the couch and do nothing. And Bob even said to me at one point, are you okay? Because you look kind of spacey, like you're not stringing words together properly. And it gets bad when my cognitive function gets affected. And I hate it so much. Honestly, if I had to choose between having accidents and having crippling fatigue, I would choose the accidents every time. So I just feel like a loser. I can't go for a walk. I can't. We took him back to the train station. I absolutely insisted that I was going to go because I had to feel like I was moving. But just sitting in the car, reclined in the car seat, it's difficult, and there's nothing you can do about it. I'm very careful with making sure I get enough vitamin B12 and protein and iron and all these things. And my blood work comes back and says I'm not deficient on anything, which is good. It means I'm actually absorbing the stuff, which is one of the problems of my disease, is you can eat it as much as you like, but not absorb it. And yeah, I'm still, I can't go to a cafe with a friend and have a meal without it destroying me the next day. And it makes me think, well, why bother? Why try? Why go out with friends? If it's going to make me that exhausted that I can't do anything else. So I'm bummed out. But so I didn't do any of the videos for my Reconstructing History channel that I meant to do this week, and I didn't do this yesterday, which is easy. I talk to a camera and then I put it on YouTube. I don't do any editing or anything, so didn't even do that. Too damn lazy, and really lazy because it's not like it takes effort to talk. I had one piece of good news. It's kind of a good news and bad news at the same time. I'm apparently continuing to lose weight because I put on a pair of linen palazzos that I had made last summer, and I can barely wear them. I put a safety pin, the massive diaper safety pins, in the back of them. It took up, about that much space, 2 inches, 5 centimeters, something like that, to cinch them in the back, because they don't have a waistband. They don't have belt loops. You can't put a belt on and cinch them up. So the bad news is, if I don't do something to them, they fall down and I literally trip over the bottoms of them because they just, and the other bad news is that I can't, put a safety pin in the back of them. I have to take them to my tailor and have her remake them, basically. And I have, 6 pairs of the linen ones and 3 of the wool ones, and all of them are too big on me now, which is terrific. I'm not obese. I'm getting back to a normal size, which is wonderful. But, all of my pants that aren't jeans need to be tailored, and in this economy, I don't have a lot of spare money to go and pay my tailor to fix them, and don't say I could do it myself. I don't have a freaking sewing machine, and it's yeah. So trying to hold on to the good things. Friend of mine who is very sick is coming to see us in October, which is terrific, because I really thought I wasn't going to be able to see him because of the travel restrictions and everything. I thought I wasn't going to be able to see him until he was very, very sick. Or if I'd be able to see him again at all. I don't know how quickly his disease progresses, but he's coming. He and his wife, we're going to be able to give them a fun vacation, which is something they need. And I'm very happy to be able to say, oh, I have a house and a pool, and the pool is heated and the sun is shining, and come, we have a sauna, come have a vacation at my house because you can't go to Greece. So that's very nice. And I have some other friends who are in a bad situation, and I feel very guilty because I know my situation in life is better than theirs. I'm less financially unstable, and I wish, God, I would pay all their rent and stock the refrigerators if I could, but we're all struggling. I'm struggling less than other people because I'm actually talking about having a pair of custom-made pants taken in by a tailor, obviously. But I don't have enough to be able to help my friends in the way they need help, and they don't have. My friend who's in the worst trouble, he just plows on, and I just wish I could fix all his problems, because all of his problems could be fixed by money, but I don't have that much, and that depresses me, because the only reason I care about money is to be able to fix things with it. So bummed out this week and struggling, and the having crippling amount of fatigue makes you feel like you can't do anything. even though there are things you can do um, that don't, I don't have to go anywhere to take forward my business. I sit here. I can lay flat on my back in bed and still run the business. I've done it. So I'm just a little complainy and feeling sorry for myself when there are people who have it so much worse than me. I feel guilty. And but this is it. I mean, this is probably the low. And talk to me next week. I'll be all over the place and excited about things and doing all kinds of stuff and bouncing off the walls. So um, you got to have the lows to get the highs. So today's the low. Thanks for listening to me. Bye.